for taking time to be with us. And for those of you that may have missed the call last week, Jim Webb and Candy Webb are having some issues with Candy being in the
You are now
hospital,
muted.
so he's kind of been absent from the last call, and hopefully he'll be back next week. But as Naomi said, we will be recording this call in just a minute, and even though we can't hear you, the other people can hear you. That's why Naomi says it's so important. And so the call is recorded. You'll find it in the XANGO University Facebook page under the Notes tab. Everything's archived there. If you are a member of XANGO University, you will also find it in your back office on XANGO University. So we appreciate Colli and Sandy and Ed Cohen for putting these calls on for us. And don't forget, you've got the Q&A box in the upper left-hand corner. If you want to ask a question, we'll try to get those answered. If we don't get them answered in the first 30 minutes, we will get to you after the call is over. So with that, I don't want to take any time away from our special guest and special friend, Colli Butler, 500K Premier Select. Colli is a member of the Multi-Millionaire Club. She's been with XANGO since day one, part of the Sweet 16, if I'm not mistaken, Colli. And,
yes.
And she has an energy and a passion about her that's unmistakable. She says yes to anybody that asks her to help. I know that in our case alone, how hard she works with our young group, the MBX group, and the countless number of meetings you do in your home for them, Colli, along with your others. And I cannot thank you enough. And Colli is an expert at sharing things like the compensation plan and many other parts of the business. And tonight, she's going to tell all of you that have not yet earned your way to paradise exactly how to do that. And you have plenty of time. And I will have to be the first one to tell you, I've never seen a contest so easy with an amazing upside to it. So Colli, welcome to the call, and thank you for taking time. I know that did you just get back from California, or are you still there?
No, actually, I am in Las Vegas right now, live from the beautiful Cohen Estate at Lake Las Vegas.
Oh,
and
well,
we'll be back in
from
Utah
one
in a
great
couple of
place
days.
to the next.
Yes.
Awesome.
Carolyn, I want to thank you so much, first of all, just for the introduction. Wow. And tell you that I just I love this business. I love making money. I love showing people how to change their life, and that's of course all of us. That's why we do what we do, because we just love seeing the difference that it can make in a person's life to experience life on their own terms. It's pretty awesome. And I really love talking about this Paradise trip, and the reason is because, yes, you're right. I've never seen a company that gives those biannual trips that anyone can win. Usually they are for the top leaders, and they reward, and they do wonderful things for the top leaders, for sure. So when you get to be a top leader, you're going to get spoiled there as well. But an incentive for a brand new person, a no-K, a 1K, a 5K, a 20K, who's never experienced what life can be like, if you live your life on your own terms, XANGO style, to see those lives change, to see them go and witness, to see the people who've never had a passport before, never been out of the country, never been in a 5-star hotel before, never experienced the things that they get to experience. And it's just such a wow. And you know what? I'm going to go back to my own life. So I just have a high school education. My parents weren't white collar. That wasn't, as a matter of fact, the bar in my family, here's how high it was raised. I'm the only kid that got a high school diploma. So that's how high the bar was raised. And so I wanted to find the best job I could get with a diploma, and it eventually led me to this industry. But let me tell you why the Paradise trip is so important. When I was a kid, we had a station wagon, mattress in the back, and our family vacations, my parents worked for the phone company, typical 30-year retirement and hope to whatever. Our vacations were driving to families and staying on their couch or in their guest room if they had one, or on the floor, and going and doing whatever free tourist things there might be in that area while the parents drove. We went from Phoenix, Arizona to Atlanta, Georgia, and so that's days of my mom and dad rotating, driving, and us sleeping on the back and when they're driving, and then them sleeping on the mattress. And then I remember we'd go to Michigan. We'd stay with family up there. And I remember a few times in my life, I think twice, my parents took me to Disneyland. Now I want to tell you, it was the most special experience of my whole childhood. Disneyland, the Magic Kingdom. I remembered it stood out as the greatest memories of my life. Now I want you all to think about you, maybe your children, maybe your friends, maybe people you know. What are the greatest memories you've had when you were a kid growing up as far as a vacation was concerned? Were you fortunate enough to be in a family where you went to Hawaii, or where you got to do these amazing things, going on cruises and things like that? Or was it more typical of my experience? We couldn't even afford to stay in a hotel. So some of my friends, they stayed in hotels sometimes, but they were cheap hotels. I mean, they were motels, really. And so that was life, and so many people I know had that life. So for me, one of the greatest things, my first goal when I got involved in this industry was I wanted to take my kids to Disneyland, because that was the magical kingdom and the most special place on earth, and the greatest memory I had of a vacation, of a trip. And I wanted that. I spent years working and everything before I had the money to take, and I got to do it. And it was just amazing experience. But then my dream got bigger. My dream got bigger because I found out there's a lot more than just Disneyland to experience in this life. And so all of a sudden, it was this industry. The very first time I went on a cruise ship was because of a contest I won. The very first time I went out of the country was to Italy because of a contest I won. In this industry, we can have the greatest experiences of our whole life, and in doing so, in what it takes to win the trip, we can begin to build the foundation of a successful income, to build a residual income that will last us the rest of our lives and give us lots of money to spend on these amazing trips, and then even afford to buy a few of our own. So I just think it's so important. If you're new, what are the greatest memories of your life? Have you ever been out of the country? Have you ever had a passport? For those of you that don't, then set yourself on the trip. Get there, and get there with a friend, so you can win a trip for one or a trip for two. You can get entry level, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. But entry level is winning a land package in a shared room. You know what? That's good enough. That would be fantastic if you get to share that room with somebody awesome, right? So you can ask your friends, hey, who wants to go to Cancun with me in August for free? Oh, I do. Of course they would. So that's a great way to prospect for this business, is just find somebody who wants to go to Cancun with you, and then you guys get to go on XANGO's dime, and you get to hang out with the most amazing people in the entire world and have some amazing experiences and begin your journey. So I use Paradise now as a prospecting tool. I talk about it all the time. So even if you've had some amazing trips in your life, what about your friends? Do you know anyone who has not, who's never? There's a lot of people out there that are just not getting to experience the amazing things that life has to offer. So use that as a lead up. That's my lead now. I talk about the next trip and how to qualify and how to get on it. So I'm going to talk more about the qualifications in a minute, but let's just go through this and talk about why this is important. So you win trips for the contest by simply sponsoring new customers and new distributors, and you get points for the orders they place within the first 3 months. And so that's what it takes to build a successful business. That's it. To become a 500K, to become a 1K, we have to use and share the products and the opportunity with others. And we have to do it often. And if we do that, then we sponsor new customers and new distributors who buy products, and we earn points, and we get to win a trip to Paradise and start to qualify for bonuses in our compensation plan. So let's just look. We got all these amazing bonuses, and we're not going to go into all the bonuses. But what we are going to do right now for the purpose of winning the trip to Paradise is talk about a couple of things here. We're going to talk about our ADP Rewards program, and we're going to talk about our Nothing Beats Free program. And we're going to talk about our customer bonus program, both from your personal customers, commissions, as well as getting into an iBonus pool where you can share in worldwide customer volume. And we're going to talk about our Power Start bonuses, what we earn on our initial distributors' purchases. So we're going to talk about those bonuses because those are when you're brand new and when you're first getting started. And if you focus on winning the trip to Paradise, those are the kind of bonuses that you can earn in addition to winning the trip. So let's first start with our ADP rewards. So just remember, all new people, you get them on ADP within their first 30 days, and they are rewarded for staying on ADP for the next year. After 3 months of being on ADP, they get a $50 product voucher. 3 more months, a $100 product voucher. 3 more months, another $100 product voucher plus event tickets. Now, it could be the event tickets now, if we're looking at a year from now, could be for our international convention in Las Vegas next year. So it's pretty exciting stuff, a good reason to get on ADP and make that commitment for that first year. Now, of course, the next thing is our Nothing Beats Free program. You can earn free products. You know, some of the people who won the trip to Paradise last time were actually people who just got their products for free and participate in iBonuses. They're not people who are building a big network yet. They're people who like to help people with the products and help them get their products for free. And you can make a lot of money by doing so and get a lot of trips on the trip. So if you sponsor 3 or more customers who purchase products, you can qualify for free product. If those 3 customers, 3 or more, their volume is 300 points or more, then you can get a $100 product voucher every month. Every month. If they granted this month, you get a $100 product voucher. Next month, another $100. If their volume gets over 600 points from these 3 or more customers, then you start getting a $150 product voucher. And if that volume hits 900, then you start getting $200 product voucher every single month. By the way, this doesn't end. For the rest of your career in XANGO, that you can use to spend on anything you want. You could even use to spend it on an XBA event. Anything that XANGO sells, you can use these product vouchers for swag, for product, or product vouchers, but you can pretty much anything in the XANGO store you can get. So, wow, so yes, it makes sense to sign up and get on ADP. And it makes sense to share the products with others and help them get their products for free. And why wouldn't people want to try our products? We do have a 100% money-back guarantee. They try them. They don't like them. They can get their credit card refunded, no questions asked. So it's easy, folks. All you have to do is use and share the products and invite them to try them. Just try them. Sign them up for XANGO. You can do a 3-way call to the company. They get their products. They don't like them. It's a 100% money-back guarantee. But if they do like them, then we encourage them to get on the ADP so they can start getting the rewards. And then to share the products with others so that they can also qualify for free products. And if any of those people want to actually make some money also, then all of a sudden we start to build a business with not just customers, but with distributors as well. So this is what we're trying to do. Whatever rank it is that you want to achieve, all you have to do is use and share the products with others. And you're looking for people who want to do the same thing. We're looking for people who want to use and share the products with others. So some of those people might be distributors. Some of those people might be customers who just want to get their products free, so they get other customers, and then they help those customers get their products free and so on. So in this scenario, this leg number 3, see this purple's all customers. They're all customers. This number 3 referred 4, 5, 6, 7 customers. They got free products, probably qualifying for the maximum, $200 a month. And then some of these customers are also starting to refer other customers as well to get their products for free. And here's the cool thing, and I'm going to show you this in the next slide. All of the customers in your customer leg, no matter who brought them in, you get a 15% bonus on all that volume, and you get trip points for every single order in the leg because you're that first upline distributor. That's a leg to count towards your qualifications. If it's 1,000 in volume, it's a 1,000-point leg. If it gets to 5,000 in volume, it's a 5,000-point leg. And all these customers coming in, any of those orders that are placed within the first 3 months are trip points. But any of those orders placed indefinitely are 15% commission that you get.
Colli, can I interrupt you here for a second? Colli?
Yes.
Okay. On that number 3, just to clarify, you've got the customers down, 3 below, and then those customers bringing in customers. What are the 4 circles around the number 3?
More customers that just haven't referred any others. So I'm just showing the 3 that did, and then all these other customers.
Got it. Thank you.
So in this case, there's 7 customers that he's referred. 1, 2, 3, 4, but 3 of them, 5, 6, 7, are referring other customers as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
So here you are. You've referred 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 customers that haven't referred anyone, but one of them is.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with distributor number 2. They've got some customers here, but now they've got some distributors and customers who are sharing with other customers. So what's amazing is XANGO now allows you to have your own customer center. So number 3 could be my customer center. It simply means it's my same name. So I sign up, Colli, Customer Center. And now I can put all of my customers under the Customer Center so that I, Colli, Customer Center, is the head of the leg to collect the volume to count as a qualifying leg. But Colli, the distributor up here, is the one getting the 15% commission on all of it. And Colli, the distributor, is the one who's getting the points for the Paradise trip. Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing. Yep.
And by the way, your customer center doesn't even have to place an order. If it has 3 or more other customers ordering, it qualifies for free product. Pretty incredible. Mm-hmm. So we've got this amazing customer program. It is amazing. And let me just show you an example here. And this is from XANGO. It's a slide from Kelly Allred that she shows to show you how you could use some placement. So she's got her customer center leg where all the customers are going in into here. And then all these people are the distributors. And she kind of shows how you can place some distributors so that you can help create A and B into big monster volume legs to help you promote in the comp plan. So there's a lot of options here, what you can do for placement and what you can do with your customer center. But bottom line is this: you get paid for every customer and distributor that you sponsor in XANGO and in the first 3 months. Those orders also count for trip points. So let's look at the payment. Power Start. This is what we get paid on the first distributor order. So if you came in this month as a distributor, your sponsor would get a 25% Power Start bonus and points for the trip. So if you sponsor a new distributor this month, as soon as they place that order, you're going to get a 25% Power Start bonus paid to you next week. These are weekly pay next week. And you can also get 15% on your distributors, in other words, your second level in Power Start. But that's not going to qualify for the trip. So for the purpose of the trip, I'm going to just talk about the 25% on your new distributors that you're going to sponsor. If they become a customer, it's 15% on your personal customers. Now, you can get paid on all the customers down through your 9-level organization, the customers that are sponsored by your distributors and their distributors and so on. But for the trip, 15% on your personal customers and their customer referrals and their customer referrals and their customer referrals and so on. 15% on all of it. 1,000-point leg, that's $150 commission that I get next week because customer pay is also a weekly pay. So we're talking about people who can get started right now and they can get checks start coming next week and qualify for the trip coming up in August. Now, if I do enough customer volume, so I've got my customer center going, just one customer center, and I'm sponsoring all my customers in that leg. So now I might have 5 or 10 or 15. All that volume that gets placed, I get a 15% commission next week. I also get the trip points for every order, and I also can qualify for a share in the iBonus pool. This is the worldwide bonus pool. This is every customer order in the world. And it goes into this pool, and they take 5%, and they divvy it up. 3% is shared by the 1Ks. Then they have 1% for the 5Ks and 1% to the 20Ks. And all you have to do to get in the pool is be on 200 ADP. By the way, your volume counts, because I volume is the volume of your personal orders and the orders of all of your personal customers and the customers in your customer leg. That's all I volume. All your customers and their customers and their customers and so on, and your personal volume. So if I had a 1,000-point leg and I'm on 200 ADP, I'd have 1,200 points. And as a 1K, I only get 1,000 to qualify for share in the pool. Now, as a 5K and a 20K, I need 2,500 to share in that pool. But you're sharing in a worldwide global bonus pool. Just imagine your first month in this business. You sample out the products to everyone you know. You invite them to try them. After all, we have a money-back guarantee. Sign them up as customers in your customer center. That volume gets to 1,000 points, and you're a 1K, so you do have to have 3 people that you personally sponsored to be a 1K that has at least 100 points. At this point, you've got 2 other legs, whether they're customers or distributors, but you're a 1K qualifying in a worldwide global bonus pool, and you got 15% on all that customer volume and 25% on your new distributor orders, and all that got paid to you the next week. And all of that counted as trip points to help you win a trip, a spot on the next Paradise trip. So 25% power start on new distributors, 15% on all of our customers, share in the iBonus pool, and we're winning trips to get to Paradise. Now, one of the things I like to do is focus on the monthly promotions because they're cool, because they're a promotion, they're a special. It's over at the end of the month. And this month in April, we have our April promo, Save Like a Pro on Zalo, and it's kind of fun because you get products. It's a $27 value. You also get this really cool water bottle. You get some of these wonderful little sample cards. So you can put together some sample packs and hand out to the people you know and say, try the product. And then, why don't you get a month's supply, try it for a month. It's a money-back guarantee if you don't like it. And you hit the points for the trip. So now let's get into the points. So every new distributor or customer that you sponsor, you're going to get 10 points if they place an order for at least 100 points. If it's 200 points, then it's 25 points. And if it's 400 points, then it's 50 points towards the trip. So let's give an example. What I love to do, my favorite pack is either the Zalo 3D Juiced Pack, because I get a case of juice and a box of Ageless and enough Zalo Pro to use it every day myself and have 30 samples a month. So I love that to get started. My second favorite is 2 of the Zalo 3D packs because it gives you 90 samples in your first month plus 30 to use yourself. So either one of those packs, whatever you did, is a 400-point first order. Because I believe when you get started in the business, you want a lot of extra samples because you want to let everyone you know try the product. With an 80-20 rule, 20% of them should become a customer or a distributor, which you'll earn 25% or 15% and trip points. So I love those packs. But most people, their ADP, they don't do that much every month. So most of the time, they'll commit then to a 100 or a 200-point ADP. If it's a business builder, generally it's a 200-point ADP because that qualifies us for 2 levels of power start, and that qualifies us to get a share of the iVolume pool. And so if you're planning on making money, most people commit to a 200 ADP. So if in that scenario, my new distributor placed a 400-point order the first month, a 200-point order the second month, and a 200-point order the third, I would get for the trip 50 points for the first month, 25 points for the second, 25 points for the third. That'd be 100 points on that one distributor. So how many of those would I need to get at least a spot on the trip? I'd need 3. I need at least 300 points to get on the trip in a shared room with my friend that I'm going to pick, and I'm going to say, let's do this together, and we're both going to do it. We're both going to find 3 people that do that. And we're both going to get on that trip, and we're both going to start our life of financial freedom. But what if they do 400 and they do that ADP every single month? Well, then there'd be 150 points after 3 months. It'd only take 2 of those people. Or what if they've just got on 100 point? They're customers. They're on a 100 point order, maybe a case of juice, maybe a pro pack, 100 points. Then I get 10 points. 3 months in a row, that's 30 points. So I would need 10 of them. So do you see 2 people, 3 people, 5 people, 10 people that you use and share products with, and you have 6 months to earn the points. 6 months, and then cut off, that's okay. We go on the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, and the next one. We have the opportunity to enjoy the most amazing beaches of the world together with the most amazing distributors on earth, most amazing people on earth, because the XANGO distributors are dreamers, and they are fun to party with. So for all the details and everything to know, just go to XANGO.com/paradise and get all the details. And I hope that you join us on the next trip to paradise. It's back to you, Carolyn.
Oh, Colli, thank you. It's just so much simpler than I think we realize when you start looking at the numbers, and especially when you showed the diagram. The fact that you can have your own customer center under your name, I don't know how much simpler it gets. So I appreciate your taking the time. I appreciate everybody that got on the call, and thank you for sharing this month's specials, because we always like to make sure that everybody is aware of that. And do not forget, everybody, that Adam Blake, Adam.Blake, BLAKE, @XANGO.com is there to help you get information about the My Builder, your back office, any of those things with the XANGO tools that you want in-depth training on. He can help you if that's not available through your upline, or you just want to hear it from him because he works with it every day. That's great. I appreciate him for that. And Colli, I thank you so much for this. It was an amazing presentation. And again, you guys, it will be in the XANGO University Facebook page under the Notes tab, so you can see it every day. And you can share it with your teams, and you can share it with somebody new to show them how easily they too can get to paradise. So, Colli, if you have any closing comments, love to hear them. And aside from that, I just thank everybody for being on the call.
Well, Carolyn, thank you. I just want to show people where to get it. Facebook.com/XANGO University. Scroll down. There's a tab that says Notes. I found out that the mobile Facebook site doesn't show the tabs, so you need to do that on a computer. So I hope everybody has access to a computer. And if not, call your sponsor. You had somebody upline from you, and that's a really cool thing about XANGO is every single distributor in this company has people in their upline who have made over $1 million in this business and want to help you do the same thing. So if all you have is an iPad or a phone and you don't see the notes section, just send them a text and say, hey, can you look in the notes section of Facebook.com/XANGO University and forward me the recording to the calls? So they're here, and if you go click on the notes, this is what you see. You see all the different calls that we do. We have the Monday night calls, and we have our Super Saturdays, and everything's there in the archives, special events. So all you need to do, folks, is use and share.
Need to click on that, Colli. They just need to click on that. Yeah, click on that, and it'll open it up for you. Yeah. Cool. Well, Colli, thank you.
I'll take this down. There we go, a little bit, so you can see all the stuff that's there. I just want to close with this. Everybody, use and share the XANGO products and the opportunity with others often, and get to paradise in August.
Thank you, Colli. Good night, everybody. Have an amazing week. God bless, and we'll talk to you next Monday.
Good night, everybody.
You are now unmuted.
Thanks, Colli. Great call.